do our normal gun chat, we do it over on Rumble. I will put the um, I will put the link in the channel here. So let me get back over to Rumble and put the link in the description. So we can talk all we want to about here about guns, but on Rumble we can touch them, we can pet them, we can even shoot them live. Obviously, it's raining outside, so otherwise I would have done that tonight. We would have just gone shooting, and kind of is what it is. What's up, Tactical Futtery? Hey, was that you the other day in Lowe's? I couldn't. I was like, who is that? Had to be you. What's up, G23 Rumble time? Yep, we're gonna get started over there about 5:35. That's what I thought, man. You're supposed to text me today, or yesterday or today, so we can get out and shoot some film on that cool thing. What's up, Alvaro? How you doing? I think my wife and kids just got home, so anyway, got busy with setting up the internet. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was with my kids and I was like, "Who is that guy?" And you kept walking and I kept walking. What's the gun of the day? Well, I've pretty much gone through all my guns, so we'll have to do some more stuff. And I can't tell you over here on YouTube. You got to go over to the Rumble and watch that. Come on, G23. All right, you know better. All right, I'm just kidding with you. Let's see. Start our poll. You could go over to Rumble and go ahead and see the topic. Yep. I was actually looking forward to shooting that Taurus. That sounds like fun. So there's that. Just trying to catch you. So there, figured you were busy, or had no idea who the fat redhead was. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I only look at redheads when they're girls. I didn't even notice your hair. So let's see how it does FRT with the can. Oh, absolutely, man. We'll put a bunch of different cans on it. Yep. Thanks. Exactly. Hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that. All right, we got 3 votes in the poll. 2 of you are coming to the Rumble chat, and 1 of you is a communist. So there you go. You and Chook can be together. I am a socialist. Yep. You can shoot your you can vote your way into socialism, but you have to shoot your way out, unfortunately. Yeah. That's the problem with socialism. You can vote your way into it, but you have to shoot your way out. Once you realize it's once you realize there, once you realize it doesn't work. Yeah, but the problem is they kick the can down the road and they make it worse. That's the problem. We have a $37 trillion national debt, and our dollar isn't worth anything because of those socialist policies that bailed us out. I mean, all they do is create more problems. They might solve the immediate problem. All right. Social Security, perfect example. Social insecurity, it should be called. Yeah, socialism only works on paper and in the minds of communist puketards. So, can I say puketards on YouTube? They just demonetized it. That's for sure. It's never worked anywhere it's tried, including the United States. What is up, Jacob? How you doing? Chuck, okay, finally some gun stuff. So I'm buying a scope. I've always had a 2 to 10, 3 to 9, and 2 to 7. It's from my Tika T3X White. Hey, we can still be friends. There we go. Just know we're going to be on opposite sides in the Civil War. That's all I can say. All right. Well, I'd say, I mean, where I live, I like to have a 1 to 8 or 1 to 10. I really do. But, I shot my last one with a 3 to 15, and I only had it on 3 power when I shot it. I shot my last one, so. Yeah, Social Security only works if they keep their hands off of it. You are absolutely right, Jacob. That'd be an interesting topic. I'm gonna have anyone else on your panel. I've messaged a few people and see if they'd come, but I did not. Did not there. Okay, it's got 7 votes. Looks like a few of you are coming and a couple of you are anonymous. What is the absolute of reality? Oh, that's a good one, Mr. Moon. You can't say there's no absolutes because that's an absolute statement. You can't say there's not 2 absolutes because that's an absolute statement. So let me get the link in here, over here on the YouTubes. Nope, wrong one. That's right. What is up, Bam Samoy?
We can survive 3 weeks.
How y'all doing? It's like, crap, I gotta turn my volume down here on my computer just to find the top chat. There it is. Would I buy the 2 to 10, 3 to 15 VX5 for hunting purposes? I'd buy the 3 to 15, but only if it had a reticle I like. There's a lot more to think about. Reticle I like, 0 stop, capped turrets, not turrets like for hunting. I want capped turrets. So, by the way, I do watch Rumble videos. They just don't let me comment. Yeah, they don't like socialists over on that. I'm just kidding. Hard time. I'm gonna make fun of you from now on. That means I like you. All right. So there is our Rumble chat. So make sure you go over there. We got a poll. Go ahead and vote in the poll. Our chat will be on Rumble. Mr. Moon, I couldn't agree with you more. You've made fun of me for 3 years now, and you still like me. You still come back and watch. Yeah, because you're a tourist fan. No wonder they're made in socialist Brazil. Now I'm putting together the things. I already posted it, Chuck. Cool. What did you already post? Are you already in the Rumble chat over there? First. G23 is first. Brazil isn't socialist. They aren't. No, everything's kind of a mixed economy these days, I'd say. Yep. G23 is over on Rumble already. So. Hey, since we brought out Anderson and now Anderson is no longer a company, does that affect the tax stamp if it is on a form fork because it's an SBR? Now, that is a great question. I would say probably not. But you would want to go to your actual dealer who's doing the paperwork. Like that would be what it is. That would be the way to do it. They're closer than we are to socialism. Yeah, I don't know about all that, but yeah, definitely. Yep. Socialism sucks. It's failed everywhere it's tried. Yeah, that's the only thing to do is be like, hey, what's going on now? No, I cannot see Russia from my house. That's a joke. Um, that's a joke from Sarah Palin. No, not only can we not see Russia from my house, Russia's like 1,000 miles away from my house. So Alaska's big. AD. I would go look up online. Go look up a map of Alaska superimposed on the lower 48 and see how just huge it is. You can fit California, Texas, and Montana all in the state of Alaska. Have room to spare for some smaller states. So like it's crazy. Like we have entire hunting districts, areas of the state that are bigger than other states. Like Unit 13 is bigger than the state of West Virginia. It's huge. So you guys understand there's a difference between leftist and socialism, right? Not much in this country. Yeah, I do understand the difference, but it is what it is. And a large reason why it has failed is because the CIA is causing it to fail. It would fail on its own. It would fail on its own. Because it always runs out of other people's money. You run out of other people's money. That's the problem. Yeah, Alaska's huge. All right, no debating socialism. I think you should get some Siberian tigers there. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, I would love to have a coat of one of those on the wall. Yeah, that would be interesting. Y'all, do y'all have Siberian tigers there in Finland, Bamsamoy? The guys that do the ice road semi trucking have some brass balls. Yeah, yeah, they do. Driving that road in the summer isn't easy. Like I drove up there to get my caribou last week, a few days ago on my caribou hunt, which I was successful. I do have. We talked about it on the Rumble chat the other night, so I hope you were on the Rumble chat. No, sadly not. Yeah, hmm. They're pretty endangered, aren't they, Bam Simway? Yeah, I don't want anything else though that'll hunt the moose around here. The brown bears. They did a study and one brown bear killed like 30 moose calves in a single season. And they did like a couple other studies. I mean, wolves and coyotes and black bears. They all take out moose calves and caribou calves and deer calves, deer fawns. For the black-tailed deer. So that's that. Yeah, you are absolutely right about that, Charles. Yeah, they can. There are potholes so big if you're going too fast they'll throw you off the road. There are a lot of remote native villages here, around 400 to 600 individuals. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty endangered. So, all right, we got 13 votes in our poll. If you're coming over to the Rumble chat starts at 5:35, so we got about 15 minutes. Decided to get on here a little evening, or a little earlier this evening. What's up, Bad Karma? How you doing? And just so everybody remembers that the actual chat tonight will be over on Rumble. So I just want you to make sure. Because on Rumble, I can actually touch these things. I can open them up. I can shoot them. So, yeah, black bear heron. And know that black bear are very aggressive as brown. When I hike there in Virginia, I still carry my Glock 20 Gen 5 MOS. You never know. Yeah, absolutely. You should absolutely do that. We got 40% communist in the room. Wow. Interesting. Pear, not beer. Yeah, yeah. I know what you meant. I knew what you meant. Black beer. I just so want to touch a gun. I just want to reach and touch a gun, but I can't do that because I'm on YouTube and we don't have free speech on YouTube anymore. So that's what's up. What's up, Fat Gray Man? How you doing, man? Bad Karma, how you doing? Yeah. How? Yeah, 10 PDP. This is good. Black Bear beer. Black Bear beer. I'm liking this, man. We should, Tim PDP, we're going to have to start a beer company together. Can the Glock 20 handle the Buffalo Board or 220 gang hard gas without blowing up? I've seen some of them do it, yes. Doesn't mean you should do it. I have done it with Chooks Glock 20. I'm going to be honest with you, 200 grain hard cast is all you need. In fact, I hand load the CKB cast bullets 180 grain hard cast. That's all you need, and it will penetrate just as deep because it's a harder bullet. And again, bullet construction always trumps bullet weight. That's one thing I'm trying to teach on my channel. So you're doing fine. I'm glad you're doing good, Pat Garman. If I wanted to shoot 220 hard cast, I'd be putting in a KK and barrel and a 22-pound DZ spring, which I plan on doing at some point. So thanks for information. You're welcome. But yeah, I hand load CKB cast bullets, CKB, and you can find them. So that's that. Are those copper extreme defenders any good for bear defense? The extreme defenders will probably do it if you get a good shot, but I would go with the extreme penetrators because bears are tough. If you don't get a headshot, then even a headshot's tough. Like I've seen spear gold dot not go through a brown bear skull. You could just get caught up in all the sinew, flattened out in all the sinew and didn't, point blank range standing on top of the bear. So that's that. Have you tried the DPM system for the Glock 20? I have not. I prefer the fully captured steel guide rod spring of the NDZ, but that's just me. Getting ready to start changing 30-06 cases to 7.7 jab. Good luck, man. That sounds complicated. Not as easy as running them through a die. Well, we got 43 people watching. We got 16 votes in our thing. Are you guys coming to the real live stream over on Rumble? So there is the thing right there. Go ahead and vote in the poll. Looks like we have 38% of you are coming to it. 12% of you maybe for a little while, and 12% of you said no, and 38% of you are communists. So there we go. I have some feeling some of y'all are just putting that because it's funny. I might go for a black bear in October. Would you use the 338 RCM or the 300 RCM? I would be in brown bear country. That's tough, man. What else you got? If you're doing just for black bear, yeah, either one of them's fine. You're going to do it. I'd probably go 300 RCM so you had a little bit more range. But that's just me. So I offended someone calling 7.7 chat. AD, that's amazing. That's good. What's up, YM? I've seen a black bear walk away from 357 to the dome, 454 to the chest for the anchor. Yeah, depending on what bullet you're using, you got to be using a hard cast. I'd use the 30-06 of arrow. That's just me. If I had the choice between 30-06, 375 Ruger, 338 RCM, and 300 RCM, I would go with the 30-06. That's just me. And I hate 30-06. I think it's just too bland. It does everything good, but nothing great. But except kill Japanese and Germans and North Koreans and Chinese, probably Vietnamese too. So call me a racist because I asked for 7.7 for it, and she didn't know it was an actual thing. Yeah. I do that with mine on the weekends. Yeah. So we do this all the time on Rumble, guys. So this is like our little Rumble pre-chat. The 417 Outdoors. Good to see you, man. Have a 30-06 Remington 700 ADL from the 90s. Got for $400 and love that thing. Yeah, that's definitely a good, excellent rifle. Absolutely. Yeah, that's good. Like, there's nothing wrong with the 30-06. Like I said, I think so. I would get a 308 these days because with hand loading and the powders, you're basically in 30-06 territory from a few years ago. Obviously, with the same hand loading and powders, you can get 30-06 to do better. So I either go 308 or 300 Win Mag, but that's me. 308 for the semi-autos and 300 Win Mag for the bolt action. I have an aftermarket galley rod on my Glock Model 40 10 millimeter. Glock Model 40 10 millimeter. So, can you regularly shoot 22 LR through a 5.56 or 30 caliber suppressor? Absolutely, but you're gonna have to clean it. You're gonna have to clean it a lot more often. But yeah, absolutely you can. I've done it. I've got it on the channel. Ethan A, if you go look at my suppressor shorts, I've done it. I've got guns there. I think I have the I shot the Banish I shot the 22 Banish 30 on the 22. Yeah. Oh no, I gotta get one for my Glock 20, but that's that. Is that a Daniel offense? Daniel offense. Case trimmer and expanding die. Cool. That'll work. Daniel defense. No, this one here is a Palmetto State. Thoughts on using an AR-10 pattern for caribou? Charles, I would have done it myself, but yeah, I would have done it myself, but it was too heavy, so I used my bolt action. Yeah, and we talked all about my caribou hunt that because I got a caribou last week on July 31st. I got a North Slope caribou, nice bull in velvet, and that's that. So Tim PDP, yeah. I used my 7 mag because of weight of the system because I was walking out a lot. I got the Scythe TI suppressor. I heard that one at the range on a 300 Win Mag, and it was really nice. That's a YM. That is a good one. So let me get to Tim PDP's question. Can I ask you why did you change it, or would you go with the different guide rod on the 20? I changed it because of the higher pressures, and I also went to a KKM barrel because of the higher pressures. Higher pressure 10 millimeter just needs a fully supported chamber, in my opinion. And that's that. Like, there's no other opinion about it. It's like, yes, it needs a better support in the chamber if you're going to use higher pressure shells. So yeah, we did. I got the vacuum machine working. I just had to hold it down the whole time, and it worked. So my wife got it working. So yeah, you couldn't just lock it anymore. You had to lock it and hold it down and then press the button. Yeah, I can shoot all day without earplugs. I put it on my Bergara MG Micro Light 308. Cool, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that Scythe GI was very impressive. Like, it was very impressive. If that's one of the suppressors I don't have that I would recommend. Absolutely. How's the hunting up there? Pretty good. I got a caribou last week. So, did you see the Italian side Spectre HC 9mm Phantom over at Sourdough? I did not. Cool. Big slinking. I will do that. Okay. Where is Sourdough? Where is Sourdough? Is there a Sourdough gun shop? I'm looking to getting the Ruger Razor or 7.62 mainly to go on my 270 and 300 blackout. I eventually want to get a 22 cannon and dedicated 5.56. Ethan A, sounds like great stuff. G23 T minus 5 minutes. Thanks for reminding us. Appreciate it. We got 24 votes in the poll. 29% of you are going over to Rumble. Y'all believe in free speech. 25% of you are not going. You don't believe in free speech. So rugged. Yeah, that's what I thought. 17% of you said maybe for a little while, and 29% of you have said no, you're a communist. God allows you to repent. So, yeah, the rugged Alaskan suppressors are really, really cool, and they are really, really light. So, yeah, I'm just gonna let you know, with the ATF getting cut and slashed in their budget, there's going to be a run on them at the beginning of the year. You need to start. What you need to do is order it and have it shipped to your store late November to mid-December, and that way it's in your store and you only got to fill out the paperwork. So, oh, cool, Riff Raff. That is a great gun. That is a fantastic gun. Awesome. I wish we got a half as much of the awesome animals y'all got down there. Got a Michigan as whitetail turkey. Y'all have black bear in Michigan too, don't you? So, yeah. No, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a very good idea because there's going to be a rush. There's going to be a rush. Like all the suppressor videos I've done lately. By the way, all of my suppressor shorts are not getting views. You guys got to go watch all of my suppressor shorts. Just click off this video because it's going to end in 2 minutes anyway. Click off this video and go in this live stream. Go check out my suppressor shorts. So, waiting until the end of the month, not 21 until the end. Well, that's a good reason. That's the best reason I've heard. I hate communism. I just don't have Rumble. Well, go get it. You can watch it in your um golly, internet browser. Watch it there. Yeah, most companies are offering free stamps right now. Like you can get free tax stamps at like Mitchell Defense has it, Euro Optic has it, Silencer Central has it. And I would say click below for the link, but YouTube doesn't allow me to do that. You got to go over to Rumble for me to say that and for me to actually make money because YouTube is anti-free speech. So, yeah, if you're good friends with your FFL, that is a good point. If you're good friends with your FFL, you can, yeah. If you're good friends with your FFL, they will order it for you and hold it for you. So, yeah. You're absolutely welcome. What's up, Oak Ridge Taxidermist? We are just going to do our live chat over on Rumble. So, just a reminder, that's where we're going. And that's where the live chat is going. So, I appreciate there being over 50 people watching at one point. And we are going to go over to Rumble and it's going to hopefully have a little debate. We'll see if anybody wants to have a little debate on whether or not we should hunt suppressed or non-suppressed. That is what the topic over on Rumble. So see y'all on Rumble. Take care. What's up, Savagely? Y'all take care, and I will see you over there. Godspeed and good hunting to those of you who are communist and don't come.